بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. So now we're moving on to another form of nida, which is istighatha. Okay? So istighatha means to seek help. The ghawth is assistance, also rain. So it means here to seek help. Now this is important. Obviously the other was quite simple, munada, harfun nida, but here's a bit important. So the istighatha has three arkan. Al-awwal harful istighara. Harful istighatha. What's it called? Harful istighatha. Wa huwa ya, la ghayr. You can't use aya, haya, only ya. So you can only use ya for istighatha. Number two is the mustaghath. Now it's called mustaghath, but it's actually the munada. So who you're calling, but instead of saying munada, they call it mustaghath because you're calling him for assistance. So in theory, it is the munada, but we say what? We call it the mustaghath. So it is the munada. And then we have the mustaghath lahu or mustaghath li ajlihi. Now, when I say Ya Abdul Hamid, Ya Abdullah, yes, Ya Ibrahim, Ya Muhammad, I'm just calling you to come to me, like pay attention. Like look at me, either I call you or do something. But in istighath, you're calling him to help. You're following? So who do you want to help? That's called the mustaghath lahu or the mustaghath li ajlihi. So there's a harf al-istighatha, which is ya. The mustaghath is who you're asking for help, that's the munada. And then you have the mustaghath lahu and the mustaghath li ajlihi, who you're seeking help from. Is that clear? Okay. Now, so far so good? So the mustaghath is actually the munada, isn't it? However, تدخل على المستغاث لام جارة مفتوحة. So the person you're calling, in this case Allah's not person, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the mustaghath, you can have a lam before it. So normally I say Ya Abdul Hamid. And if I scream loud enough, you know it's istighath anyways. But in writing or I can say Ya, instead of, now if I want to make sure explicitly you know that I'm not calling you just to come and get me a pen, I need your help. I can say Ya Lam Abdul Hamid. Now this lam has two things. It's a jarra, so it makes a word after it majrur, but itself is what? Maftuh. So Ya Lallahi. So you say Ya Lallahi. So lam is maftuh, but it's a jarra. So now Ya Lallahi. So the ya is harfun nida or harful istighatha. The lafzul jalala is the mustaghath and the munada, and the lam is a lamul jarra, which makes the mustaghath lafzan majroor, mahalla is mansoob, or yes? You following me? Is that clear? Acha. Now sometimes instead of the lamul istighatha, which is maftu jarra, you can yu'awwadhu, you can change that. وَقَدْ تُعَوَّضُوا أَلِيفٌ اللَّامِ الْإِسْتِغَاثَةِ. Instead of saying Ya la-Zaydin, what can I say? Ya la-Zaydin. I'm calling Zayd, isn't it? Ya la-Zaydin. Ya la-Amrin. What can I say? Ya Zayda. Ya Zayda. I can say Ya Zayda with an alif, or Ya Zayda and a ha usakt. So Ya Zayda or Ya Zayda. So in theory I can say Ya Zayd, and you understand the istighatha. Ya la Zaydin, Ya Zayda, Ya Zayda. Acha. Is that clear? So far so good? Acha. When the mustaghath is ma'toof and is no ya, you don't repeat the ya. What do we have? We have the mustaghath, but the two mustaghath. Who are they? Two mustaghath. You following? تكون اللام الثانية مكسورة. So we said the lam al-istighatha is what? It's jarra and it's what? What does it have on itself? A fatha. But if it's takrar and no ya, you don't repeat the ya. So if I said Ya la Zaydin wa Ya la Amrin, no problem. Keep as it is. Ya la Zaydin, Ya la Amrin. But if I say Ya la Zaydin wa Khalid, but I don't bring the ya again. So in that case, إذا كان المستغاث معطوفا, the mustaghath is ma'toof, but there's no takrar of the ya. The second lam will be what? Maksur. So now what do you have here? Ya lal amir. So it's a harf al-istighatha. Lam al-istighatha. Correct? And then the Amir is Majroor. Now you have to bring the Lam Istighatha again. But this one is going to be Maftoor. And this one becomes what? Majroor. Like normal. So, Ya lal Amiri walil Muslimeen. Are you following? Let's leave this for now. Let's leave this out for now. Are you following me? Acha. Now here, let's look at this one. Now in here, now let's have a look at this. We have Ya is harful istighatha. Al-Amir and Muslimin is the Munada, also called the Mustaghath. Who's Mustaghath lahu? And who is not the one for whom you're asking assistance. In this example is what? Lil Madhlumeen. Ya lal Amiri walil Muslimin lil Madhlumeen. Now this becomes a bit confusing if you don't understand properly, because this Lil Muslimin is also Jar Majroor, and this is also Jar Majroor. This is not Mustaghath lahu. It's not Mustaghath lahu. You might think it's Mustaghath lahu because of the Lam. So that's why normally it's Maftu, so you don't get confused between a Mustaghath and Mustaghath lahu. Are you following? So you say, Ya, so for example, I'll say, Ya la Zaydin li Khalidin. Are you following me? Oh, Zayd help Khalid. Ya la Zaydin li Khalidin. So you got two Majroor. Both got harfun jar on it, but one is Mustaghath and one is Mustaghath. And to let's differentiate between Mustaghath and Mustaghath lahu, they make the Lam Maftuh. So, Ya la Zaydin li Khalidin. But in this scenario, where you have the takrar of it, the second now also becomes Maksur. But this is not Mustaghath lahu, this is Mustaghath lil Muslimin. You understand? Yes? Acha. Now we're moving on. Just a screen. Right, that's finished. Now, another form of nida is called ta'ajjub. It's ta'ajjub. But it follows the same rules as istighatha. So it's not istighatha, but it's for ta'ajjub. So وَمِنَ النِّدَاءِ نِدَاءُ التَّعَجُّبِ. وَمِنَ النِّدَاءِ نِدَاءُ التَّعَجُّبِ. A form of nida is nida ut-ta'ajjub, the nida of ta'ajjub, to show amazement. You're not calling it for its attention. You're not calling it for help. You're simply doing what? Nida ut-ta'ajjub. It's expressing amazement. وَهُوَ نِدَاءُ الْمُنَادِي مَا يُتَعَجَّبُ مِنْهُ. And this means the munadi, meaning the person doing the nida, he's calling out to the thing which he's amazed, not to call it because may not even be living. This ta'ajjub. Yes? Yes? So what happens now? So nida'ul muta'ajjabu, nida'ul ta'ajjub. The nida for ta'ajjub has the same rules as mustaghath. فَيَقُومُ الْمُتَعَجَّبُ مِنْهُ مَقَامَ الْمُسْتَغَاثِ. Okay? Now, what mean the same rules? Who's the mustaghath? Who's mustaghath lahu? Are you following? Because when you have one muta'ajjab, isn't it? Muta'ajjab minhu. So the muta'ajjab minhu will take the place of mustaghath. So you imagine, same rules, but instead of having the mustaghath, what do you have? The muta'ajjab minhu. So Ya la Zaydin becomes Ya la Quran. Quran is so amazing. Or Ya Qur'ana. Yes? So now you're expressing amazement at how beautiful the Quran is. Either using Ya lal Quran structure or Ya Qur'ana structure. Or if you want, you can also use, put the muta'ajjab minhu as the ruling of what? The mustaghath lahu. So it'd be Ya lil Quran. Are you following? So that when you have nida of ta'ajjub, the muta'ajjab minhu can either take the place of the mustaghath or take the place of the mustaghath lahu. Does that make sense? Now let's have a look at this here. Now we have an example here. Let's start from the beginning. So we have harful istighatha and all of them. Harful istighatha or here is also ta'ajjub. So the last two at the bottom is ta'ajjub and the top four is what? Istighatha. Same rules. So you can have ya and you have an option of bringing lamul istighatha. If you don't bring lamul istighatha in harful istighatha, if you don't bring lamul istighatha, what do you bring instead of it? This is blank, so what do we have here instead? So Ya lal Amiri, Ya Amira. You following? So you got Ya lal Amir or Ya Lamira. Okay. And then, who's the mustaghath lahu? للمظلومين. Is that clear? So all of them للمظلومين. Okay. If you do atf, there's two possibilities. You say, Ya lal amiri wa ya lal muslimin. This becomes maftuh. Because the ya is repeated. If the ya is not repeated, ya lal amiri wa ya lil muslimin. But the ya is gone now, so you come ya lil muslim wa lil muslimin. Is that clear to everybody? Is that table clear? Yes? Are you following? Is that clear? The top four? And then it's ta'ajjub. So either you put the Quran, I missed one out. It should be Ya lal Qur'ani, or you can also have Ya Qur'ana. So you can have Ya lal Qur'an, Ajib Quran is amazing. Or Ya Qur'ana. Or you can say Ya lil Qur'an. You following me? So it has the usloob of istighatha, but it's not actually istighatha. It's only what? It's what? It's the ta'ajjub. سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك